Oh boy, am I tired. You wouldn't believe the day I had. And no, I didn't go to Farm Progress Days. Well, I was going to. Amo and I was going to run over there and went down to help him finish chores. He was still milking, and I was helping him. Amo, get the cows out of the barn now. And you get out too. I said, he's what? What? I said, don't worry about the milkers. Get the cows out of the barn. He says, and open the stanzels. I'll get them out. He says, you go up and call the fire department. He says, what's a fire? I says, no, your barn's about ready to cave in. So we didn't even take the milkers off. So open the stanzels. And I says, you go call. And I hurried the cows out of the barn. I went up to the shed and I got a couple big, we're going to build a fence there. You got big posts, and took a couple of them down there, and I got a post model of the shop, and I put it up and pounded it under there, and then took the other and put it on the other place, and then I got my ass out of there. And Emil got back down there and says, well, what the hell's going on? I says, your barn's caving in. He said, well, let's go look at it. I said, no. He said, well, I see you put a couple posts in. Well, that's just then the fire department got there, and they said, who put them posts in there? I said, I did. He says, good for you. From what I can see, this barn would have been on the ground by now if you had enough. Emo says, why'd you go tell me to call the fire department? I should have helped you. I said, I didn't need you in there. He said, you did that for me? I said, yes. So, spent all day taking all the hay out of his barn. Just got it put in there. I took some machinery out of my shed, and we haul it all up here and put it in my shed. We're going to have to haul it all back when we get the barn fixed. Should be about, depends on the working crew. They hire these guys who does that kind of stuff. But, the guy from the fire department, some kind of fire inspector or building inspector, or whatever he is, he says, if you hadn't have done that, this barn would be on the ground right now. Oh, Amos says, I got milk cows in there. I says, no. So what did we do? Drove them right across my hayfield, up to my place, empty out a lot to keep them in, and milk my cows. Then we milk his cows in my barn. Whew! When you think how close that was, he'd been milking cows and cows and him and everything. But we got that hay out of the overhead there as damn soon as we could. His neighbors came around from all over to help. Brought their hay racks and put it all up in my shed. I got a lot of hay on my farm. No, my boy, it tuckers you out. Spend all that work, put it in there, and then I guess that's what you call remowing. My boy, I was asked how I figured out that was going to collapse, because I've seen it before, and the barn did collapse. In fact, they didn't have time to get the cows out. They lucky the farmers were lucky they got out themselves. They heard the same creaking, then a thud, and a creak, and a thud, and they got out of there and went down. So, whew, wow. But Amos says, well, why did you go back in without my help? I says, I didn't want you in there. Put his arms around me. He was crying. He says, you saved my barn, my cows, and probably me, he said. He says, you shouldn't have went back in. I said, well, I'm glad I did. He says, well, I'm glad too. Anyway, that's why I'm tired tonight. A lot of work. Got all his barn, all the hay out of his barn. They're going to be fixing it starting tomorrow. Put new timbers in, all that good stuff. Okay, that's the show for tonight.